Hey, what's going on? This is Sunshine.
And E. Welcome back, YouTube. Crazy week.
So crazy week, I guess we'll do some crazy video. I guess it's, well, yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's talking about some roads that you would never want to drive on. I don't know if we've ever, I don't think we've ever come across, in much travel, we have many roads that we didn't want to travel on that was that bad. I don't wonder how bad these can be. But there's 10 of them, so let's see. I don't know. But before we get into it, do me a favor. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also share and comment below. But let's get to these 10 roads you would never want to drive on.
Roads you would never want to drive on. Passage de Gois, France. This 4.3 kilometer stretch of road links the French mainland with the island of Noirmoutier on France's Atlantic coast. At first glance, you might think that's not a bad road to drive on. Wait a few hours and your opinion will change as the tide comes in and causes the entire route to vanish. Twice a day, this road is underwater and any car that mistimes their crossing is going with it. Even if you time the tides just right, driving this road can be a challenge because it's wet and covered with seaweed, which can make it as slippery as ice.
I bet.
Wow.
PATIOPOULO-PEROSA Road, Greece. Over the 23.5 kilometer length of this Greek road, the elevation changes almost 500 meters. This might not sound so bad to you right now, but throw in a lot of potholes, significantly tight twists and turns, heavy truck, pedestrian, and livestock traffic, and the fact that there are very few, if any, guardrails, and you have one hell of a dangerous road. The icing on the cake for this particular route is that there are often no lines or markings, which means many nighttime travelers drive straight off the road and to their death. LUKOR-AL-HURGHADA Road, Egypt. This stretch of road between the ancient city of Luxor and the Red Sea resort city of Hurghada is one which many will tell you to stay away from. But why, you ask? First, the road goes through some rather remote areas where a breakdown can mean big trouble depending on what time of day it is. Second, this area is known to be patrolled by bands of criminals and terrorists who generally strike at night. This has led many people to drive without their headlights on at night, resulting in a significant number of fatal head-on collisions. If you want to drive at night, buy some high-end night vision goggles. Please. Taroko Gorge Road, Taiwan. Part of Taiwan's Highway Number 8, the Taroko Gorge Road is widely considered to be the country's deadliest stretch of roadway. Carved into and sometimes through the mountainous terrain, this road faces significant erosion and landslides thanks to heavy rain and earthquakes. It is made all the more challenging by the fact that the road is extremely narrow in spots and has numerous blind corners which can be full-on surprises. Lose control or get bumped by another car, there's a good bet you are plummeting down the side of the mountain and becoming the latest victim of this infamous stretch of road. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. When your rental insurance won't cover you for driving on a road, you know it must be dangerous. Located in southwest New Zealand, Skipper's Canyon Road has all the characteristics you'd expect of a dangerous route. It is carved into the side of a mountain, has very little in the way of safety features and barriers, and is extremely narrow. In fact, this 16.5 mile stretch is so narrow that if two vehicles meet, one will often have to back up for some distance to find a pass wide enough to let the other pass safely. HALSEMA Highway, the Philippines. Situated 2,000 meters above sea level, this road is deemed safest in the summer months of March and April. That's because over the rest of the year, heavy rainfalls, fog, rock, and mudslides can turn this route into a nightmare. Tourists brave the risks to take in the amazing views of the landscape. Unfortunately, the dangerous environment combined with the fact that tour buses often drive far too fast on this rather narrow stretch means that every year there are many crashes as vehicles hit one another or simply roll off the edge of the road and plummet down the mountainside.
I'm part of that.
Tiananmen Mountain Road, China.
Wow.
11 kilometers long and with an elevation change of 1,100 meters from start to finish, this Chinese roadway is not for the faint of heart. With 99 hairpin turns, this road isn't narrow by the standard of other roads mentioned in this video, but meeting an oncoming vehicle can make things a bit challenging. There are barriers all along the route, but too much speed or getting caught up in the beauty of the surrounding mountains won't prevent you from going over the edge and taking a rather long fall to the bottom.
Right.
EYRE Highway, Australia. Straight, flat, and well-maintained, Australia's EYRE Highway doesn't sound like it belongs on this list of dangerous roads. Do not be fooled. This 1,675-kilometer-long stretch of road goes through one of the most desolate and remote parts of Australia. Picture Mad Max, only with far fewer bandits and more wombats, camels, and kangaroos. In fact, the road is so straight, flat, and featureless that motorists have a hard time paying attention or even staying awake. This has produced a significant number of crashes and collisions, resulting in Australians giving the road the nickname Slaughter Alley.
Oh my goodness.
Karakoram Highway, China to Pakistan. The world's highest paved international roadway, the Karakoram Highway cuts through the mountains and canyons that link China and Pakistan. Naturally, being a mountainous route, this road is dangerous to begin with. Add in heavy fog, sudden blizzards, and flooding, and you have a terrifying drive. It doesn't end there, however, as bandits and terrorists are known to camp out near certain sections of the road, always ready to strike an unsuspecting target. Even if you can handle all of this, the highway is so high above sea level that some drivers suffer from altitude sickness thanks to the thin air.
Wow.
I couldn't do it.
Zojila Pass, India. It truly is amazing what some people will call a road. This 9.5 long stretch is situated 3.5 kilometers above sea level and links the cities of Ladakh and Kashmir. High winds and heavy snowfall make this route impassable for long periods during the year. Motorists are advised to use four-wheel drive, but the mud can become so thick after a rain that even the best vehicles get stuck. Even in perfect weather, the narrow roads, and used by other large trucks and livestock, Zojila Pass is one road to stay clear of. Alright, so maybe after this video, we should all just stay home. But thanks for watching.
Yeah, I don't think any of those.
You know, I was looking for ones that might be here in the States, and there's a reason why we probably didn't see it, because the States wouldn't allow it. They wouldn't, they would be deemed unsafe, and they would never allow it for traffic to shut it down or whatever. Now, the only things we can run into fog, because we ran into fog years ago, and some real bad fog.
Really bad.
Especially if you're up in Smoky Mountains, you can run into some fog. The other thing you can run in the Smoky Mountains is during certain parts of the year, they shut those roads down because of trees falling and different things like that, and the snowfall up there on the mountains, and they don't allow you back. But other than that, we don't really have those real issues with roads here in the States. But I'm not interested in pretty much any of those that I see.
Any of them? No.
I mean, sure. Now I would like to go and get at the end, park my car, walk, and take some pictures. But I'm not
taking no vehicle.
I'm not interested in driving down any of those roads at all.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, speaking of the fog one, you don't tell a story of the fog.
So you go ahead.
You know that it was so bad that we could not. Our high beams didn't work. Nothing worked. We could barely. If we stepped out the car and you stepped in front of it, probably wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah, we were fortunate. Initially. We thought we may, it would pass, but it was so thick and doing so long, we just got off the road, and I think we went to the Waffle House or something.
It took us so long to get off the road because we couldn't even find the exit.
Right.
We probably passed dozens of exits. We couldn't find it, and then I don't know how we, by luck, found that one that we did get off of.
And you really need the fog lights. I don't think we had them on that because the high beams just make it worse.
Yeah, the high beams
just
made
makes
it
worse. So I mean,
you didn't know
if you have you don't have fog lights. You might as well, if it's that thick and that long, because sometimes they'll come in little waves and you can kind of deal with it.
Yeah, this one was consistent,
and then we just had to get off the road.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was nervous about it because you don't know if you're driving and someone stopped and then you're gonna smash into them. That was a weird night.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's about the craziest thing we had. We dealt with rain and some snow, things like that. We dealt with too, but nothing like this.
Yeah.
Nothing like this. But
that's like a choice.
well, I don't know.
Making
For
a
some
choice.
people, if they're traveling back and forth, maybe they're going to work, or I mean, the locals. Maybe for the locals, it's not a choice. Maybe they have to do that to get back and forth from different spots or places. So I mean,
I don't know.
You never know with the locals. But like you said, those people that's touring or tourists, yeah, that's a choice. Especially, I'm sure they let you know. Especially one that the one that the water takes over the road for a period of time. And that's the worst thing about it. It takes over, it destroys your car, and then it goes away, and the road's perfect again in a sense. But you all let us know what y'all think about these roads, and if you travel down any of these roads. I don't think any of y'all will. Maybe some of y'all have seen some of these roads, because it's this is kind of international, this YouTube thing. So maybe some people's like, I've been there before. So, but y'all let us know. But before that, do me a favor, go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also share and comment below. And I do believe that's it.
Yep, that's it. Thanks for listening to Sunshine and E.